So for this next example, we have to sketch the graph and describe it. So basically, based on our number sitting in front of our bracket, we have it opening up because it's positive. And you'll notice that I copied down a portion of our chart. Now, here's the other thing we need to do. After we figured out that our parabola has opened up, what we want to say is, if you identify the 2 that's sitting in front of the bracket, this parabola tells us that it is stretched by 2. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to identify the x-intercepts. Now, when we identify the x-intercepts, we're actually looking at the, I think it's the +2 and the -4. Now, that means our x-intercepts are -2 or +4. So remember, we're using that opposite world technique we talked about a while back. Now, I want you to start thinking about the fact that we have a graph where we have 2 x-intercepts, right? And we need to find a point exactly halfway in between. That requires us to average those 2 points. And that tells us that we're going to find a thing called the axis of symmetry from the x-intercepts. So let's go and calculate that now. Now the AOS is x equals, well, we just add those 2 numbers together. So we have -2 plus bracket 4 divided by 2. If 4 was negative, I'd make sure that was in a bracket too. So we end up with 2 over 2, which is equal to 1. Now that we've gotten to that stage, we have x is equal to 1. The last stage is to take that axis of symmetry, that vertical line, that number that represents where the vertex is. And we're going to take that, we're going to find the vertex by subbing x is equal to 1 into our basic equation, which is y is equal to 2 bracket x plus 2 bracket x minus 4. And now what we're going to do is we're just literally going to plop that number into the equation. And we should get y is equal to 2 bracket, substituting 1 plus 2 bracket 1 minus 4. So that means y is equal to 2 bracket 3 and then minus 3, which means our y value is equal to -18. And now that we've gotten that as our y value, you know that it opens up, so we could easily say that y is greater than or equal to -18 and all that stuff. But all we really care about right now is the vertex. And we take our 2 values that we just calculated and we just state them. Our vertex is 1, -18. Now, I think I might have some more information I got to tell you. One of the things that you need to realize is that the x goes where the x value is, and the y goes where the y value is of our vertex. And that's what we have. The other thing you should know, that if your parabola is opening up, you want to, if they ever ask you what values y can take, you would say the values of y can take values y greater than or equal to -18 because it's opening up.